following took place between 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. June 1st, 2025. Wise man once said, "Hello, hockey fans." I think a lot of hockey fans have completely forgotten what a rivalry is supposed to be. How many times over the last two playoffs have you heard somebody say something to the effect of, "Oh, you're not cheering for the Oilers in the playoffs? The Flames aren't in the playoffs. How could you do that? How un-Canadian of you. Don't you want a Canadian team to win the Stanley Cup finally?" Yes, I would like a Canadian team to win the Stanley Cup finally. I would like my team to win the Stanley Cup finally. I'm not saying don't boo Gary Bettman. I want to make that clear right off the start here. At this point, we've all pretty much agreed, including Gary Bettman himself, that you should boo Gary Bettman. I'm saying that while you're booing Gary Bettman, understand that without Gary Bettman as commissioner for the last 30 plus years, the NHL would be down to 2 or 3 Canadian teams, and it'd be the 2 or 3 Canadian teams that most fan bases in Canada don't like very much. Brendan Shanahan should be the last president of hockey operations in the entire NHL. I said what I said. The position of president of hockey operations is just code speak for a lack of trust in your general manager. Your general manager is supposed to be where the buck stops while running your hockey club. Let them make mistakes if they end up making mistakes. That's why you have the ability to hire and fire general managers. You don't need an extra bureaucratic layer that allows ownership to have undue influence over the hockey team. You don't need it. It shouldn't exist. I'm sorry, Don Maloney. I'm sure you're a good guy. Your position is no longer needed. Today is a really exciting day. I want to welcome everybody watching to the first season of Jake Can't Skate. I'm Jake, and I can't skate. I wasn't planning on premiering the main show until next week, but then the Flames decided to make a couple of coaching changes, so I figured I'd get in front of my mic and talk about it for a little bit, and we'd get our premiere episode of JCS out of the way. So on Friday, the Flames decided that Trent Call, who started this past season as the head coach of the Wranglers, is going to be a permanent assistant coach with the Flames. I'm Jake. I can't skate. And I can't believe it's been a year already. I'll tell you, in putting together this channel anniversary video, it really informed what I wanted to talk about today, because I had wildly different expectations of what this channel was gonna be when I started it June 1st of 2025. You may have noticed in that last clip that I mentioned the main show, and that was because I wasn't originally actually going to record videos after every single game. I was gonna recap the week that was every Sunday. That did not happen, and frankly, it did not happen because I love this too much, and I have way too much to say about this hockey club. I also completely stand by all those opinions. The Oilers suck. Gary Bettman's okay, if you take into account the situation. And Don Maloney, what are you still doing here? You may have also noticed I was wearing my jersey in all of those videos. And when I started the game day reactions, I had the plan of not only wearing a jersey in every one of those videos, like lots of other channels, but wearing the jersey based on the jersey schedule that the team was wearing. By about halfway through the season, two things became abundantly clear. One, and most importantly, it was incredibly hot to wear my jersey every time I wanted to record one of those videos. And two, it was a lot of work to get home care to change my jersey every time there was a change in the jersey schedule or I was wearing something else to start the day and had to throw on the jersey. Being a creator with a disability, it just wasn't practical to wear the jersey for all the videos. So you get what you get. Like today, go Bulldogs. The other expectation that's utterly blown my mind is you guys. You guys who watch the videos every day, you guys who are on all the streams and leave comments and such encouraging feedback, and all of you who take the time to do all the YouTube things like, comment, share, and subscribe every video since I started saying it. You've made it so that more and more people are seeing these. The channel is getting noticed in the wider Flames fan community. I could not be more grateful to you. I do have a following from this. People recognize me from this at the Saddle Dome every once in a while. I can't wait to get back there and say hi to more of you as I'm heading to the wheelchair section in 218. It's been incredible to hear all your guys' opinions on the news that happened this last year. Saw us trading Mackenzie Weegar and Rasmus Anderson and Nazem Kadri, as well as you guys following the prospects. Meet the Class is one of the most successful series I do on this channel, and I cannot wait for a larger class in Meet the Class 2026 because the Flames just have tons and tons of draft picks. You guys love news, you guys love prospect updates. I haven't done too much on Scotia Place construction, although I post the pictures from my walk-arounds on the socials. I'm thinking of maybe doing some videos there, but I haven't decided on what the format of those is gonna be. I also want to take the time to make a couple of channel announcements here. I will be doing, obviously, a season 2 of Flames Hockey Game Day recaps. I can't wait to do them. As frustrated as this team made me throughout the season, it was way too fun to get my thoughts out like I constantly do to my friends and family anyway, to all of you out there on the internet. It's a hard task for me to do those recaps after every game, but I love doing it. A lot of them, as you've seen, are gonna come out the next day, but that'll be the longest they ever take. I will promise you this right now. Game day recaps will come out the day after the game. I'm also gonna keep doing World Junior recaps, although that'll be a bit tough this next year because I will be attending World Juniors in Edmonton and finally checking out the now second best arena in Alberta, Rogers Place, now that Scotia Place is under construction. I don't know how I'm gonna shoot those, but I'll find a way to shoot them with my dad on this trip. I'm currently working on a trailer for the next season of Flames Hockey Game Day Recaps, and that should be out soon. And that leads me into my final set of announcements, and that's video intros. The intro you have seen at the beginning of this video, excluding the 24 parody, will be the video that precedes all non-recap videos. The recap videos are going to have a separate intro, which I'm also working on now. And that's part of one of the biggest improvements I want to make heading into this second season. And that is the editing and the production value of this next year of videos are gonna be much higher. You've already seen them doubtless improve as we've gone through this year, but I will be making further improvements, such as the adding in of the intros, also be adding in an end card. I just can't wait for what the next year is going to bring, not only for the Flames, because this is going to be an incredibly interesting year to be Flames fan, with this being the farewell season of the Saddledome, but it's going to be an incredibly interesting and exciting year for this YouTube channel, for me, and for all of you. Thank you again. Do all the YouTube things. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, go Flames. Thanks for a year, guys.